Why, hey, what's up, YouTube? Listen, this is my first video, and it's going to be a doozy. I'm 40 years old. 3 years ago, I got sick and died 4 times, came back, had a really big surgery, lost the ability to work, became what you see right now because of medications and other stuff. But I am going to do this with you. The only way I can probably make myself small again is to focus and film it. I wanted to show what I look like before, and then show what happens during and what happens after. I've had two motivators on YouTube that really pushed my buttons while I was sick. Trippy, who I watched continuously before I even got sick. I've been with him since day one, I believe. And Connor Franta made a video last week. Well, last week, like maybe last month. It was the one where he just had that music playing and was talking about his cab ride. And it inspired me to do something. So I'm doing it. And I wanted to say thank you to Charles and Connor, both, for inspiring me to start this. So a little bit about me. 3 years ago, I had an asthma attack on the way home from work. Lost the ability to breathe completely. Went into full respiratory shutdown. I wound up being intubated and put in the ICU in a coma for 4 days. They woke me up from the coma and sent me home shortly after that for, exacerbation of asthma. Well, things got a little worse. A week later, I got sick again. Went to the hospital. They gave me medication, kept me for a week, told me it was my asthma. Didn't believe them. By the way, I'm a paramedic. So, I come home on all these medications. I feel like crap, and I'm starting to feel like I can't even bathe myself without being short of breath. I bent over to pull up my pants after going to the bathroom and lost the ability to breathe instantly. I couldn't breathe. So I got rushed to the hospital. Now, mind you, I'd been fighting this for about 3 weeks. I just thought I was really sick with asthma and having problems. Didn't think it was a big deal. About 3 weeks after the intubation, this is, and I almost died again. I wrote on the ER doctor's paper, I don't think this is my asthma. I think something else is wrong with me. He listened, and he did a CAT scan, and he found out that my airway was only open 7 millimeters. He proceeded to 911 ambulance me to Yale Hospital. I get there. Yale does a surgery and puts a stent in to keep my airway open. I go back. It's supposed to last forever. I was supposed to be fixed. I had a stent in my throat. No big deal. 7 days after they released me from that, I did not feel good. I told my best friend to come over. She's a medic. And sleep over and bring me to the doctor the next day. Right after we get to the doctor looks at me and I tell him I can't breathe, and they rush me from the doctor's office to the OR at Yale Hospital, where I proceeded to die and woke up and was revived with a tracheotomy. I'll show you more of that. I'll show you pictures and stuff. But I think with watching everybody on YouTube while I was sick showed me that they can do it. I mean, hell, if Charles can go play large venues on chemo, I can get back into shape. It's really hard for me to do this, but with your help, I hope I can. And again, I just want to say thank you to Charles Trippy and Connor Franta for a little bit of inspiration. I'll tell you more about me as time goes, but I did die 4 times. I was in a coma for 38 days, hence all the weight. I was on extremely high doses of medication that would take away the ability to not breathe, but they would make me gain weight. The coma was after a 14-hour surgery that they really don't do. They take the sclerosis out and reconnect everything, and it took 38 days for me to heal in a coma. I had a stroke during it, and I had to get my left side back to normal. See, I can move my hand again. That's why I kind of can sympathize with Charles, because his hand and all that, and I understood it from an actual view. You know, I knew what he was going through, so his videos helped me out a lot. They gave me the fight to keep going. But I've been in a rut. I've sat in my house for a year waiting for them to clear me and say I'm fully healed from everything. I still cannot breathe properly. I have what they call paradoxically paralyzed vocal cords. In a nutshell, means when my vocal cords are supposed to open, they close. And they're only open about 8 millimeters, so I breathe through that hole. So I make funny noises when I breathe if I take a deep breath, which I'll do right now to show you. I can't breathe well enough to run or do any physical activity that's going to exert me to the point where I pass out. I can't go out in the cold because the vocal cords constrict and I can't breathe in anything under than 30 to 4 degrees. So I basically get stuck in my house because I live in wonderful Connecticut. I know this is a depressing video right now. It's sad, but I just wanted to start this, and I have a treadmill that was given to me by a friend, and I'm going to record my progress every single day. And maybe with hints and stuff from you guys, and somebody out there has gone through something similar, you might be able to help me get back on track, because I can't afford to live like this anymore. I'm 40 years old. I worked as a paramedic since I was 18. I've had a job since I was 14, and now I sit home alone and do nothing. My significant other is very supportful, has been with me through thick and thin, but I got to do this for us, and with YouTube's help, maybe I can get this done. I take a box load of medication, as you can see, for pain and breathing and all kinds of nerve pain and so forth. I also have a herniated disc in my back, but I can't have surgery because of them not being able to put a tube down my throat. It's too risky. So I have to live in pain. And being 310 pounds isn't what I asked for. Not having a job isn't what I asked for. But we're only given what we can handle. And it's time for me to handle this. So I ask you, help. Help me get this up so people can know what's going on in the world. Help me figure out how to get better. And with that, I'm going to say, see you later. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, do what you need to do. I don't know all that lingo yet. But yeah, subscriptions in the sidebar, everything down there. My email is going to be there, so you can email me as well. Again, my name's Dave. I'm just trying to live, and I want to live like everybody else. And my goal is to lose 100 pounds so I can jump out of a plane. Sounds stupid, but if I lose 100 pounds, I'll feel better, and maybe I can do stuff. And with that, I'm going to say thank you, and goodbye.